You know, I hear tell us how the Oregon Territory's plumb full of big fat pigs just running around already cooked. Well, when you're hungry, you just sticks your knife in the side and carves off a juicy hunk. Yeah, you know, if it wasn't for this thing, I'd be going out there to get me a taste. 10 years I've been in Independence. And back then, it was just a few log houses and grog shops and general store. Yep, we had ourselves a quiet, peaceful little town. Things different now. Seems like a whole world is passing through here on their way out west. I suppose you heard about that Donner Party from a couple years back. Those folks, they had real bad luck. First off, they was late getting going on the trail. Middle of the summer it was. And their wagons, I mean, they was so loaded down, the oxen about busted their guts just pulling them out of town. Sure as eggs is eggs. The Donners got snowbound in the mountains and run out of food. The story around here is that the ones that died ended up getting ate by the ones that lived. Those Whitmans didn't have much luck neither. Oh, there was a nice enough pair, the missionaries there was. Narcissa Whitman. She was the first white woman to make it all the way out west, you know, more than 10 years ago. Well, the Whitmans was trying to convert the Cayuse Indians to their way of thinking, religion-wise. But here's where the bad luck comes in. The Whitmans brought measles with them. Pretty near wiped out the whole village. Now, out of revenge, or maybe just to protect themselves, the Cayuse killed the Whitmans. But you know what? News like that ain't stopping nobody from heading west. The trail's mighty hard on wagons. It's hard on people, too. If the cholera don't get you, you don't drown in one of them rivers, you might just starve to death. A few years back, 1,000 people left Independence all at once. Called it the Great Migration. Seems like every year now, twice as many folks head west as the year before. Every wagon's loaded down with supplies and filled to the top with dreams. Here, I hear tell as how the Oregon Territory's plumb full of big fat pigs just running around already cooked. Well, when you're hungry, you just stick your knife in the side and carves off a juicy hunk. Yeah, you know, if it wasn't for this thing, I'd be going out there to get me a taste. 10 years I've been in Independence. And back then, it was just a few log houses and grog shops and general store. Yep, we had ourselves a quiet, peaceful little town. Things different now. Seems like a whole world is passing through here on their way out west. I suppose you heard about that Donner Party from a couple years back. Those folks, they had real bad luck. First off, they was late getting going on the trail. Middle of the summer it was. Their wagons, I mean, they was so loaded down, the oxen about busted their guts just pulling them out of town. Sure as eggs is eggs. The Donners got snowbound in the mountains and run out of food. The story around here is that the ones that died ended up getting ate by the ones that lived. Those Whitmans didn't have much luck neither. Oh, there was a nice enough pair, the missionaries there was. Narcissa Whitman. She was the first white woman to make it all the way out west, you know, more than 10 years ago. Well, the Whitmans was trying to convert the Cayuse.
So, we're going to talk over the old guy a little bit. But welcome! Welcome. It is 1997. We have made it to 1997. And we get to find out whether we will die of dysentery.
Maybe just to protect themselves.
So,
Cayuse killed the Whitmans.
As an edutainment game, you know, some arcade games, what they'll do is when you start out, if you just leave it idle, it'll show itself playing the game. But this is an edutainment game. If you leave it idle on the main menu, this old guy is gonna come tell you some facts and history about the Oregon Trail. So we've got that going for us, which is nice. Now, what is less nice is I was unable to find a manual for the game. So we may or may not. There we go. Let's get her more in frame. So we may or may not be confused about some things, but you know, we will try to make it work. So without further ado, and we've updated our yes, thank you. We've updated our layout a little bit to help accommodate the, we'll say, older aspect ratios of things. Okay. So, fun fact. We are currently running this inside a Windows 95 virtual machine. So there's going to be a little bit of weird lag stuff going on with the mouse cursor, and possibly some other stuff as well. But we will figure that out as we go. Info. Beginner, you manage the people and supplies in your own wagon. There are no forks in the trail. The program picks the best route for you. Challenger, you manage the people and supplies in your own wagon. There are forks in the trail. You'll have to consult the map to decide which way to go. Expert, you manage the people and supplies in your own wagon. But you have more decisions to make than at the beginner and challenge level. There are forks in the trail. I think we'll go with Challenger. I want to pick forks in the trail. Going to Independence. It's also going to be a little slow. I've noticed that at least as far as loading times and all are concerned, it is a bit slow. I don't know if I can reasonably give it more resources or not, but we'll find out. Form a wagon. Join a wagon. Question mark. What is this? Leave?
Oh, howdy, stranger. Oh, I could tell from looking at you, you're the type of person folks need to lead their wagons to Oregon.
So what is this?
Welcome! You're here to organize a wagon party, aren't you? The guests here have been waiting for someone like you. I've taken the liberty of drawing up a contract. Fill it in with the names of your partners as you choose them. You can talk with them now.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Wagon Party Contract, Independence, Missouri. We agree to share our money, supplies, and talents to travel in a covered wagon to Oregon City, leaving Independence in March, April, or May. Let's see if I can remember the impacts of these. So, the later you leave, the more likely you get hit by winter on your way out. But the earlier you leave, you're more likely to run into spring-related issues, like a bunch of mud, like rain and mud and stuff. So I guess we'll stick with April. What do we want to be? We want to be a banker, a surveyor, a barber, a farmer, a merchant, a lawyer, a doctor, a gunsmith, a teacher, or... what was the bottom one? A tailor. Ah, I see. Okay. So I get to bring myself Triangle Yang. That's our full government name. Don't let anyone know. It's our full government name. It's Triangle Yang. And let's see. So we can bring a blacksmith. We can bring a midwife. Midwives seem very important. Randall Morgan, the prospector. That was more witch than crazy prospector laugh. I'll need to work on it. Let's see. And you know, someone's got to bring the artists out. Oh, wait, we can't bring the artist out. Interesting. We can't bring a blacksmith and an artist? Ah, I see. Nick Tillman and Anna Tillman, they both have Tillman in their name. We can only have 4 people, and they are coming as a unit. Alright, we'll bring the couple. We'll bring a blacksmith, a midwife. Midwife is especially important if we're bringing a couple. And I guess I'll be the gunsmith. We need oxen to travel the trail. Let's go to the store. In the store, we can buy oxen and other supplies. Go to store.
Welcome to Independence. Just call me Tim. You got that look in your eye, heading west, ain't you? Well, what can I do you for?
I wonder how much of that jank is because I'm running on an emulator and how much of it is in the original game. Like how he started, like how the animation and the audio started at the same time, but they loaded at different rates. So does it do better the second time I click on him?
More folks head west from Independence than any other town. I hear a lot of immigrants take off from Nauvoo, Illinois, too. But nothing like Independence.
We're getting historical tidbits.
It won't bother me none when this crazy migration dies down. I kind of liked Independence when it was just a nice, quiet little town.
Yeah, but how much of your business is coming from things? Alright, so we have categories. We have package deals, the basic package, the normal package, and the deluxe package. We have 500 cash on hand, which is not a lot. Animals. Okay. So, if I remember correctly from growing up, there was an arbitrage opportunity here, I think with chickens. So chickens here are $2.40 each. Post office.
Good afternoon. My name is Patrick Matson. I'm a journalist, and I write for the local paper. You may have seen me around town talking with some of the pioneers preparing for their journey out west.
Okay.
I believe that all writers have a responsibility to their readership, whether it's a story in a newspaper or information in a guidebook. I think that Lanford W. Hastings should be thrown in jail for advocating that shortcut to California in his guidebook, a shortcut that he himself had never explored.
Mm-hmm. And people died?
The Donner Party tried Hastings' shortcut, and less than half of them survived. By the time the rest were recovered by search parties, many of them had gone mad. I was a student of the law back east. It can be argued that Lanford W. Hastings is legally liable for what happened to those desperate people trapped in the foothills of the Sierra Nevadas. What a tragedy.
Mm-hmm. I see. How do I leave? Alright, so here's the general store. There's the we can turn left. Join a wagon, form a wagon, hotel. I could have sworn that I could go different places to buy goods. Maybe I'm misremembering. Is it all just at the general store? I keep trying to use the mouse wheel to scroll, and it just does not pick that up. Boxes of yeast cake. Alright, so we have 500 gold. Gold. I'm so used to playing fantasy games. $500. We're in the real world. We have food. Package deals. Do we want to just go with a normal package? Let's try this. I think maybe this was... Right. So we're going to buy all of your chickens. Leave. Come back. I could have sworn there was more than just the two buildings. Maybe I'm wrong.
Good afternoon. My name is Patrick Matson. I'm a journalist, and I write for the local paper. You may have seen me around town talking with some of the pioneers preparing for their...
Okay. So we're just gonna go the easy route this time. Well, the simple route. We'll just take a normal package. And see what that gets us. Check supplies. All right. Go into town. All right. We're good to go. To the trail. Ready to go. Are we loading? I think we're loading. Come on, game, you can do it. Please insert CD2. All right, where did I put CD2? Oh, it was still zipped. Okay, one moment while we locate the disk. Definitely a disk. Okay, you can do it. I believe in you. Optical drives. Choose a disk file. Oregon Trail, disk 2. Ah, disk swapping. It has been a while. That's a blast from the past. Nowadays, we don't have to deal with that sort of thing. It's just all downloaded. Guidebook. This guidebook is filled with interesting information about the places you'll visit and things you'll see. It also contains helpful tips about what to do when encountering a problem along the trail. Go to a section of the guidebook, click on one of the tabs on the right. The bottom two tabs open your journal and the guidebook's index. To turn the pages, click on the upper right and left page corners. Alright, so we have places. Alright. We have people. We have animals. Plants. Supplies. Medicine, health, food, trail tips, pace of travel. Right, trail tips. Pulling your wagon. You don't want to overload your wagon. Between 1,000 and 1,500 pounds is a good amount, enough to carry the necessary supplies, but not so much as to cause too great a burden on the oxen. For such a long journey, you'll probably want to have 6 or 8 oxen. Perhaps the best advice anyone can receive in this: always take good care of the oxen. The success of your journey, and perhaps even your life, depends on them. If you take care of your oxen, they will take care of you. Pace of travel. It is generally best to travel at a slow, steady pace nearly every day, with only occasional breaks, instead of alternating fast-paced days with days of rest. Rations. Traveling across country takes a lot of energy. The more you eat, the more healthy and fit you are likely to be. But, of course, the more you eat, the more quickly you will use up your food supplies. When determining your rations, pay attention to the needs of your wagon party members. It's important for you and your companions to be happy as well as healthy. Okay. So musical instruments and spices are good for morale. Okay, we're gonna leave this for now. So we're just kind of traveling now. We want to kill a turkey? Or let's not aggravate the skunk. That lag. Return. We shot 127 pounds of game. Good, that's plenty. Check supplies. Rations. Average. Pace. Steady. How can we look at our people? We have 3 chickens and 8 oxen. We have 2 spare axles, 1 spare tongue, and 1 spare wheel. Ooh, that's not much. Circled wagons? No, we don't need to do that. Going fishing? A catfish. You caught 8 pounds of fish. Sorry, 4 pounds of fish. The others caught 4 pounds of fish. A total of 8 pounds has been added to your supplies. Kansas River. Okay, check river conditions. It might be difficult to cross the river. It is 600 feet across and 4 feet deep. You might think, oh, 4 feet. That's not that much. But it's 4 feet of flowing water. 4 feet of flowing water, also known as incredibly deadly. I would take the ferry, but we don't really have much money. Look around.
I am Brown Fox of the Ka Nation. Some people call us Kanza, but we prefer Ka. What more do you want to know?
I need to turn up your volume a little bit because I can't really hear you very well.
I do not want to trade with you, but if that will get you to go away from our country, I will do it.
I don't want to. Why can't I click on no thanks? Let me out. I will trade you 1 pound of meat for 1 blanket.
I see many wagons pass along here. The only surprise I have is that your numbers never end. I hope you keep traveling and do not settle on our country. We have already lost too much land.
This is, like, clearly random white guy. I mean, as far as portrayals go, I guess it's not as offensive as it could be, since he's not trying to be. It's just like, whatever actor they had on hand is like, here, you play the native. I don't think we can ford it if it's 4 feet deep, so we gotta float it. Okay, we made it. I think I didn't understand what the minigame was, but we made it. Status. Everyone's in decent health. Morale is high. Alcove Spring. Neat. Ready to go. Big Blue River. Check river conditions. It would be dangerous to try to cross the river. Depth 5 feet, width 200 feet. Look around. Okay. Nothing to see here. Understood. To the trail. Options. I guess we caulk and float. Okay, so we don't need to click. We just need to move the mouse. Excellent. It's getting a little hot out. People are in reasonably good health. I hear faint music in the background. The Narrows. Ready to go. We're taking the advantage of the guidebook that says, you know, you don't need to, like, try to sprint and rest and sprint and rest. Just keep going on. Fort Kearney. I'm kind of surprised we haven't run into any random events yet. Go into town. Someone to trade with.
Welcome to Fort Kearney. Lieutenant Amos Wilson at your service.
What else do you have to tell us?
Suppose you started out in Independence. Well, you made it a little over 300 miles. And if you're going all the way to Oregon City, you have about 1,500 miles to go.
That's a long ways. We will buy 1 wagon cover. What else was there to see in town? Besides just looking at this random representation of a 3D town, I wonder if this is historically accurate. Like, based on the records of Fort Kearney, like, this was the layout of how the houses and all were.
Howdy, Pilgrim. Hattie Caulfield's the name. I reckon you done took me for a man when you first laid eyes on me. Well, look again, I ain't no hairy-faced fella. Course, I ain't no gusset-up, bonnet-wearing, pie-making female, neither. I just am what I am, and you can take it or leave it.
So, we have non-binary representation? Which is not what I was expecting from a 90s edutainment game. It's just like, I ain't no man, but I ain't no girly girl. Good for her. Them? Good for they are what they are, and we can take it or leave it.
I've lived in these here parts most of my life. My folks came out here long before there even was an Oregon Trail. Used to be a covered wagon was something of a rare sight around here. Now they's as common as boot leather.
Okay. So why you in the fort? Do you have nothing else to say, or is it just, like, stuck loading? Alright, well, ready to go. Alright. So we traveled 300 miles. The guy said we have 1,500 left to go. So here we are, just chilling on the trail. Snake bite. The bite sound effect. Amazing. Give patient lots of exercise. Yes. Yes, quite. That is exactly what we want to do. Slow down, increase rations. Neither of these... Treating with an antiseptic, like, the tourniquet and suction method is not technically useful, but I don't know if they knew that at the time that this was written in the 90s. Like, well, maybe it wasn't general knowledge, but whoever researched it should know, right? Like, we just want to treat it with an antiseptic. Everyone is in excellent health except for Fabiola Ferrier, who is very good. But they were very good before. Oh, wait, no. There it is. Alright. Circle the wagons. Rest for a day.
Got it. I used to think that for every firefly that be flying, there was a secret to be told.
That's it? I thought we were gonna... Alright, what's your next sentence? What's your next line of dialogue?
I got me some secrets. Plenty of them. Got me a wife, Cordelia, back there in slavery. Got us a son, too. His name is Austin, just like my name.
That's kind of sad. Cheapest actor they found and could possibly hire.
Never wanted to leave him down there. But I don't know how I'm gonna get him out of slavery. So I just keep him a secret.
I have questions now. So, when he first said, I've got a wife, following, like, everything is a secret to tell, I was like, why is your wife a secret? Oh yeah, there are like 5 Oregon Trails. This is the one from 1997, Oregon Trail 3. But also, welcome in, Axel. So, but yeah, he's got me a little confused. It's like every firefly is a secret to tell. Just like, okay, cool. I have a wife. Why is your wife a secret? Are you keeping her a secret from your girlfriend? And then he's like, back in slavery. It's like, oh, ooh, that makes it a little rougher. It's like, I keep her a secret because it keeps her safer for people to not know. Safer for her? Safer for you? Like, if they know your wife is still enslaved, like, are they going to come for you? I mean, they might come for you anyway. It's not a great time in history to be black. Yeah. But my final question was, of course, if it's such a secret, why you telling me? You're out of things to say? Alright, well, our person who got the snake bite is in just continuously deteriorating health, so... Oh, they're recovering from their snake bite. Excellent. It would have had a very bad effect on morale because he is one pair of a couple that is in our wagon, and you know, if her husband died of a snake bite, I'm sure that she would be upset. No grass for animals. Do we want to continue as usual, rest here a while, or slow down? Well, resting here... These are all bad options. Resting here is obviously wrong, because there's no grass for the animals. What should we do? We should hang out in this place where there's no grass for the animals. Like, that doesn't seem right. Slow down. It'll be easier on them, but it'll be longer before we find grass. I guess we'll slow down a bit. Let's go grab... Concussion. Do you want to continue as usual? Rest here for a while. Slow down. Increase rations. Administer laudanum. Which we apparently don't have any. Use camphor for stimulation. Or keep the patient very active. I love the, like, worst thing to do options possible. It's just like, hey buddy, you got a concussion? Let's go. Walk it off. We'll rest here for a while. It's like, you don't need to rest a long time for a concussion, like, but we'll give it a day. Oh, hello again.
I was born in slavery, escaped on my own. Just told myself that I couldn't take it no more. I ran and never looked back. Never gonna be a slave no more. No more.
Excellent. Must have been rough since he already told us he has a wife back in slavery, and running away might mean bad things for the family. Because, well, slavery in general just means bad things. Alright, that's all the lines of dialogue we have. Yeah, about that. I am suspicious of anyone who just drops their Discord immediately into chat. Because it means that you're a bot. Banned. Now where were we? Ah yes. Abandoned wagon. Do we want to ignore it or search it for something useful? We want to search it for something useful. We found some items, a set of clothing, and shot. These are the plants you found. Make sure you throw away any poisonous ones. Look it up. Black nightshade. The berries are poisonous. Okay. Chicory. Oh, good. Can be eaten like lettuce, and you can eat the roots. Very good. We're getting to the edutainment part, where we're edutating ourselves. Look it up. That is a loco weed. The pods look a little like peas, but they are poisonous. Throw out the loco weed. Look it up. That is a prairie poppy mallow. You can look for prairie poppy mallow on prairies. Thank you. You don't say. Several parts of the plant are edible. You can boil the starchy roots and eat the flowers and young seeds. Excellent. Keep it. Keep it. Done. You picked edible. Right. We'll grab a little bit more, let's not bother the bear. See if we can get a little bit of... let's not bother the skunk either. Okay. And no, the... Wait, really? Is this, like, blocking shots? Like, I thought it was, like, foreground that we could shoot through it. Interesting. It is not foreground, it will block bullets. It is a bulletproof bush. Alright. 4 pounds of game. South Platte River. Check river conditions. It would be very dangerous. Look around.
What are you looking at?
What are you looking at?
The name's Jack. Last names ain't important among friends. And I am your friend, ain't I?
You know, I was expecting him to follow up with, but we ain't friends. Partner. This is probably a bad person to interact with.
Did you happen to see an old buddy of mine? A lawman named Rufus Reeves.
Well, you see here, you just said there ain't no need for last names with friends. And you just use that full name of that lawman. So I'm a-thinking that you ain't no friends with no lawman, which means you's an outlaw. So I'm a-gonna get myself right out of here. We'll wait a day. Oh, hello, dear.
When I was on plantation, I grew to love an old woman named Sarah. She was like mama to me. Sarah teach me to be midwife, and she teach me to heal with herbs. When she died, I became new midwife for plantation and for others nearby. She teach me good.
Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that the people in camp, these appear to be determined by how you made your party in the beginning. Because I did specifically choose a midwife. Because it's like, look, if I'm gonna have the married couple in the wagon, I want a midwife. You know, for reasons. Wait, you also got the concussion? You're the same one that got the snake bite before. Also, your concussion has lasted weeks now. That's not really how concussions are supposed to work. Also, this is problematic. Why is our status thing over top of our... Okay. Check river conditions. We'll rest 2 more days. Someone's been wrestling rattlesnakes, apparently.
A leader will fearlessly press ahead when one of less grit would turn back.
Maybe? Leaders should also not lead people wantonly into danger. Discretion is sometimes the better part of valor.
Equally important,
A leader must know when to pause and reassess when others might blindly forge ahead.
Excellent. Love the cheesy accent. Yeah, it's like, boy howdy, I sure am glad they got me in front of this green screen in back of someone's yard. Or maybe it's a local theater troupe. Okay, I guess that he's out of things to say. It would be very dangerous. Alright, I guess we'll ford it. It's only 2 feet deep. Not the obvious green screens. Yeah. California Hill. Oh. Why did we go to California Hill and then disappear? Windless Hill. Check the hill's conditions. The path down the hill doesn't look very steep. Continue down the hill. Okay, you said it doesn't look very steep, but then you showed me like a roller coaster. Alright, we're on our way to Courthouse Rock. Which is like Schoolhouse Rock, but more legal. Oh, look. Meat. Not a ton of meat. We don't need to be like the old settlers. It's just like, let's just murder all the bison. It's just like, no, we're just trying to feed ourselves. Alright. We've made it to Courthouse Rock. Courthouse and Jail Rock. Obviously. We'll rest here for a day. Okay, are you going to give us more insight into leadership?
A leader will fearlessly press ahead when one of less grit would turn back.
Oh, I just noticed. I thought that this was because my, like, there was some indication that one of my wagon wheels was damaged or something. This is the corner of the animation. Because as soon as I clicked on him is when this thing popped up. It's like, this is the square bounding box of the video that's playing. And it looks like it goes on top of the icon, but behind the background for the whole green screen thing. Ready to go. Alright, so we're passing Chimney Rock. Alright, we'll look around. Neat! It's Chimney Rock. Ready to go. Alright, we're 600 miles in out of 1,800. Rubdo Trading Post. Going to town. The town is one-room trading post.
Well, how do you do, stranger? It's always a pleasure to meet a new customer. Rastus McTavish, that's me.
Rastus McDermott. Aye, you're Scottish. I got it. Or Irish? McDermott. I don't know which place that name comes from, because I am ignorant.
Ain't nothing in this store that ain't absolutely necessary out on the trail. I'm telling you, if you ain't got it, you better get it now.
He makes a decent point. It's like, we only carry necessities out here. So, what you got for me? Show me everything you've got. Let's see. We got an axe. We don't have biscuits or beads or blankets. We have no blankets? How did we leave with no blankets? I guess we left in April, but still. We have bacon. We have bullets. We don't have butter. Where's our food? We have coffee beans. We have sacks of cornmeal. We have tins of crackers. We have beans. We have dried fruit, dried vegetables. We've got flour. All right, we'll get a little bit more food just in case. Get some more flour. We've got a little bit more gunpowder just in case. All right, we've got a little bit of hydrogen peroxide. We have ipecac. We have no lanterns? Bottle of magnesia. We have matches. We have yarn. We have oxen. We don't need pickles or pigs. Get a sack of potatoes and a sack of rice. We have rope. We have 6 30-foot lengths of rope. That's not that much rope. Like, it seems like, oh, that's 180 feet. That's a lot of rope. It is not. It is very much not. We've got sets of clothing. We've got shot. We have no shotguns to use with the shot. Let's see. We've got soap. We have wagon parts. Got turpentine. Vinegar, wagon covers, water kegs, winter coats.
Enough of this jarring already. Let's get doing to business.
Doing to business. Alright, ready to go. People continue to be in good health. And we're headed to Fort John. Let's get some more herbs. Edutain me. That is a dandelion. We can eat those. Dandelion roots are edible. No, it's salsify. It's not a dandelion? Salsify, often called a giant dandelion or goat's beard, is a distinct plant easily mistaken for dandelion, particularly when in seed. Okay, so it's not a dandelion at all. Neat. We have learned something in our edutainment game. Roots are edible. Excellent. That looks like kale of some sort, but I can't tell from this picture. Look it up. Henbane. Introduced from Europe, henbane had then spread rapidly. This plant grows in open, disturbed ground in summer and fall. Its berries are poisonous. Throw it out. Look it up. Sow thistle. You can find sow thistle in disturbed ground. Its leaves are edible and fairly tender in spring and summer. You can eat the leaves like lettuce or spinach. Keep it. And then this we already established. This is the prairie poppy mallow. Go into town. Oh, are you going to sell me snake oil?
Greetings, my friend. Greetings. How fortunate that you should stop here. I am Dr. Phineas Maximinimus Duffy. Allow me to share with you a most magnificent medicinal mixture.
I think it's snake oil.
You see, during an excursion to the subcontinent of India, I came across an ancient holy man in the city of Bombay. He was touting the benefits of a powerful potion. Dr. Oomba Boomba's Perfect Health Tonic, he called it. He claimed that a mere spoonful would enable a person to go 3 days without food or a drop of water and still enjoy the energy and vitality of a dozen men.
It's cocaine?
skeptical at first, as I'm sure you are as well. But, I gave it a try. Lo and behold, I am here to tell you that it works. For the next 2 weeks, I survived on nothing more than one small bottle of this potion. And I never felt better in my life. Being a learned man of medicine myself, I made a few refinements to the recipe, and now I present it to you, Dr. Duffy's Elixir. Imagine how much easier you might endure this tedious trip if only you had a couple of bottles of this wonderful tonic. What do you say? Well, of course I will trade. I am open to any reasonable offer.
So I will give you... What do I have a ton of? I will give you 1 pound of bacon. For 1 bottle of your elixir. Did he accept the trade or not? Are they compelled to accept the trade? Can I put whatever I want in that trade and just click OK and it goes through?
Greetings, friend. Brewster Lamar at your service. Say, you ain't got a recent newspaper on you, do you? Listen, here's from July 6th, 1847. Pretty near got her memorized. 5, 6 years ago. They tell me it was most only fur traders coming in here. That's all the fort was back then, you know. A fur trading post.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Folks passing through here, they're like me and Melanie was. Eager as can be to get out west and start a new life.
And new civilizations? You and Melanie?
Me? I ain't got nobody to share my dreams with no more. I'm just living right here, one day at a time. See what comes up.
Right cheer. Alright, so he came out here with his wife/girlfriend. She died of something, and now he's just running a shop.
Tell you what, friend, I'd like to go on talking with you all day, but I got me some work I got to do.
So this is something interesting that the game has done pretty well, is that it's got it has this way about it where it just has a lot of casual mentions of very, like, sad things. Like, everyone's out here is like, yep, yeah, I got a wife. She's still enslaved. And this guy's like, yeah, people come out here full of hope, like me and my, whatever he said her name was. But I'm alone now, so I'm just working. It's like, man. Everyone just casually mentions how awful things are, but you know, whatever, it's cool, it happens. Alright, I don't need to buy anything here. Ready to go. Ayer's Natural Bridge. Let's look at more plants. Alright, we can keep that one. I don't know this one. Oh, that's poison hemlock. Let's not keep the poison hemlock. That's asparagus? Oh, I see it now. Okay. I couldn't tell from the picture. Keep it. Black mustard. During the spring and summer, several parts of the plant are edible. You can boil the leaves and flowers and eat them like spinach. Alright, keep that too. Bad mosquitoes. We want to continue as usual or rest here a while. Again, if it is an environmental hazard, like there's something that is wrong in this location, whether it's mosquitoes, whether it's a lack of grass, why would we want to stay here where the mosquitoes are? Like, do we expect that they'll move on? We will continue to try to outrun the mosquitoes. Also, it's about time that we circled our wagons ourselves in the stream. Because it is come time to the end of the first hour of stream. And once an hour, because Twitch likes to run the odds on us, we like to take a break to take better care of ourselves. So, we're going to stand up, we're going to stretch, grab a drink, grab a snack, all that good stuff. I encourage you to do the same. Just do whatever is going to make you feel better. Stand up, stretch, just close your eyes. Don't stare at screens for a little bit. Kiss your wife, kiss your husband, kiss your wife's husband. Whatever you got to do, I will see you in 3 minutes. Alright, we have returned. We have returned, and it is back to the Oregon Trail. We're at Ayer's Natural Bridge, which appears to be a rock formation, which is a bridge over the water. We'll look around. Looks like a bridge. No one's here. Ready to go. Thick dust. Now this one we can slow down for. Slow down might cut down on the dust. Okay. We've slowed down because of the dust. Everett's in pretty good health. We are getting close to 800 miles into the 1,800-mile trip. Let's gather some more plants. These look poisonous. Are those holly berries? Not to be confused with halle berries. Sorry, it's baneberry. Throw it out. Is this a thistle? Everett's thistle. You can find Everett's thistle in meadows and on stream banks. The stems and flowers are edible. You can cut off the spines and eat the fleshy stem and leaf base. Okay. Like, thistles are edible, but, you know, you want to be careful touching them. Don't recognize this one. Fireweed is edible. Lamb's quarters. Also edible. We'll do a little bit of hunting. Let's not shoot the bear. Rabbit, skunk. Excellent. Off we go. Now we can check our supplies. Do we have... Alright, so there's 122 pounds of meat, because we just shot things. I don't see a bunch of salt. If we want to preserve our meat, we need salt. Thick dust. Alright, slow down again. We're getting slowed down a lot by all this dust. Independence Day. We will celebrate the 4th to raise morale. Circle the wagons for 4 days. For the 4th of July. Is this correct? No, it should be 1 day, but we're going to give it 4. Okay. Are you going to give me the same line about leadership?
To call my childhood home a house would do it great injustice. If heaven itself had doors and windows, then call it a house.
Okay.
From the rise of the sun until its fall, I could run from room to room and still not visit them all. And the servants were so numerous that I could not name them all. When I get to Oregon, I shall make all of it my home.
We get it. You were super rich. What do you mean you're going to make the whole place your home? And what do you mean servants? Is this like indentured servitude or like the help from up north? Or were you a slave owner and you're sharing a wagon with the escaped slave whose wife is still back in slavery? Because I think there might be some friction between you two if you're waxing so poetic about, oh, we had so many servants. I've lost count of them all. Ah! Okay, well, doesn't have anything else to say. But we are on our way to Independence Rock. I think. We will search the abandoned wagon. We found a hunting knife and some linseed oil. Which is not a cooking oil, I believe that is like a wood finishing oil. Independence Rock. Look around. Looks like a rock. You know, when I was choosing the difficulty level, it told me that at this difficulty level, I would be forced to make decisions about, like, which way to go. Oh, and here we are. So, like, I was like, I haven't had any decisions yet on which way to go. Alright, so the deep sand route or the 3 crossings route. We'll rest here for a day.
Mein lieber Mutter und Vater. At nooning today, I painted by the riverside. And I noticed some things you should look for when you are in your wagon and are trying to cross the river.
Okay, what is it? What did you see when you were looking at the river?
Be careful of the places where the water splashes and swirls and rushes by with great speed. The currents there are dangerous. In other areas, the water flows in jagged patterns. There may be sharp rocks laying just below the surface there. Watch for them. Look for the spots where the surface is glassy and the color of the water is dark. It should be calm and deep there. And a good place to float your wagon across.
Yes. Very well. We will do that. Do I do a good accent? No? Well, the actors in the game, they do not do so either. So I am in good company, yeah? Oh, right. I wanted to look at the guidebook. How can I look at the guidebook? Guidebook. Let's see. Supplies, food, trail tips. Hunting, fishing, gathering, crossing rivers, going up and down hills. My diary. Deep sands? Deep sands. Places. The Narrows. 3 crossings. 3 crossings was a major decision-making point along the trail. The trail split briefly into 2 parts. The north segment passed through a rugged canyon where wagons had to cross the Sweetwater River 3 times in less than 2 miles, hence the name 3 crossings. The south segment passed the river only once, but passed over deep sands that made for difficult travel, which could turn to quicksand after heavy rains. Okay.
A leader will fearlessly.
We'll take the deep sand route. Try to find another path. Check river conditions. It would be dangerous. Depth 2 feet, width 130 feet. Ford the river. Okay. Try to find another path. I feel like my oxen are going to die. They keep not having grass. Ice Spring Slow? Sloth? Let's learn. It's an edutainment game. Let's see. Apparently it depends on what you're using it to mean. Apparently it's slough when referring to a swamp, marsh, or something like that. So, Ice Spring Slough. Excellent. Ready to go. It's odd how, like... Alright, slow down. It's odd how, like, there's no sound for portions of it, but then it's quite loud in other portions. I don't know what this video is supposed to be showing us. Bad mosquitoes. Continue as usual. We don't want to rest here a while we're getting bitten by mosquitoes. Organize a search party. You could not find the missing animals. How are we on animals? We lost an ox. We're down to 1 chicken, too. I mean, 7 oxen is fine. Look around. South Pass? Looks grassy and passy. Ready to go. Alright. We're getting into August. Parting of Ways. Guidebook. Parting of the Ways. In 1844, a split in the trail formed where the sublet cut off, named for the mountain man William Sublet, split off from the main trail. This split came to be known as the Parting of Ways, because wagon trains would often split in two here. Some wagons stayed on the main trail, headed south to Fort Bridger, while others took the shortcut due west, a rougher and drier route that bypassed the fort. Wagons headed for California or Utah would often also split here from those bound for Oregon. Okay, so it's August. September, October, April, May, June, July, August. We're like halfway, and it's taken us 4 months, which means that August, September, October, November, December, we're going to be hitting the mountains in winter, so that's not ideal. So we'll go for the sublet cutoff. No water, that's a problem, but we knew that. Low food. Alright. Look it up. Creeping Oregon Grape. Creeping Oregon Grape grows best on dry hillsides. The berries are edible and can be found in the late summer. You can eat the tart berries fresh, but they taste better if cooked. Cool. That's black mustard. Yep, we saw that earlier. Don't recognize this one, but it looks thorny. Burdock. Okay. I've actually cooked with burdock root before. It's been a long time, though. Death commas. Yes, poisonous. Understood. Throw that out. Keep these 3. There's no place to fish around here. Continue as usual. Why? It's like we have no water. Also bad mosquitoes. Like, those two things don't go together. But now it's rainy, so we have that. Alright, so, no water again. Alright, so we're traveling roughly... Theft from wagon. Search for the thief. The thief got away with your supplies. Okay. So we're traveling roughly 7 miles a day. And we're... Yeah, we're looking at another 3-ish months. Yeah. 3 months is 90 times 7 is 600. No. 4 months still. Check river conditions. It will be dangerous. We will caulk and float. I did not expect the marsh reeds to block us completely. We're stuck. Slow down. We still have no water, even though we just crossed the river. We have no food either. A bite. Clean and dress the wound. Low food. Look it up. That is dogbane. They are poisonous. Look it up. That is wavy leaf thistle, which is edible. I don't think we've gotten this one before. That is yampa. It's edible with caution. And those are red currants. Excellent, yes. We'll keep the currants. Let's look away from the bear. Only 40 pounds on that. Doing really bad on water here, but we did take the drier route.
No water.
Increase rations. Continue as usual. We need to get to somewhere where there is water available. Main character death. We have died because we took the drier route and we did not have enough water with us. End game. Patience. Is that you telling me about load screens, or is that saying I shouldn't have increased the pace? Okay. Suddenly dead. And we're loading. We're loading. Right, yes. I forgot. For in town, we need disc 1. Okay. We're gonna be, survey. We're gonna leave early in March. We're gonna take a blacksmith, a merchant, a farmer, and a farming couple. We need oxen to travel the trail. Let's go to the store. Why do we have the same cash on hand? I could have sworn that the game would give you different amounts of money depending on like your profession and things like that. But we'll go with the normal package. And then let's look at everything. We don't have allspice. We don't have ammonia. We have an axe. We have... We'll get some biscuits. We need a bunch of salt. Like, tons of salt. Why did we start with no blankets? I don't know. Borax. We'll get another box of bullets. We'll get a butcher knife. 0 butter or butter churns. Chamomile, camphor. Calomel. Candy. Sardines, canteens. We have no canteens? Take castor oil. We do have cheese. We do have coffee and coffee mills. We'll take a compass. Why are we leaving with no compasses? I swear this basic package seems to miss out some pretty important stuff. We'll grab a deck of playing cards. A little bit of cornmeal. Dried beans, dried bread, dried fruit and vegetables. We'll take some Epsom salts. We'll take a little bit more flour than that. We'll take a 5-pound sack of garlic. And what else do we want? A little bit of ginger. Some grease. It's a maintenance thing. Let's see. Honey, hope chests, horseradish, hunting knives. Take a knife. We have 1 slab of lard. We have no lanterns and no lantern oil. Seems like an oversight. Laudanum, linseed oil, and an extra box of matches. Milk cows are super expensive. Mittens, mustard, nutmeg. A little bit of cooking oil. We have oxen. We'll grab a pail. We'll grab a pan. More pepper. Let's see. Got sacks of rice. We'll take some rubbing alcohol. Yes. Yes, more stuff. Lots of salt. So that when we hunt, we can actually preserve the meat. I think that's how that works.
Welcome to Independence. Timothy Saunders, but just call me Tim. You got that look in your eye, heading west, ain't you? Well, what can I do you for?
All right, ready to go. Oh, wait, it's going to yell at me to insert disc 2 now, I think. Use disc 2. All right, disc 2 successfully inserted. All right, and we're off. I gotta say, the beginning parts are pretty chill, because we're just kind of letting it go. Seeing just these little videos playing on the upper left part. Look at our status. Buffalo Stampede. Wait for the stampede to pass. we don't have the storage space right now to be just like, you know, bad cold. Increase fluid intake. Kansas River, check conditions. Depth 3.5 feet. We'll try to float it. Okay. They still have that bad cold. Another stampede? Ready to go? Check river conditions. Depth 3.5 feet. Call can float. Oh, it's so janky. So janky. Oh, wait, no. There we go. Helen still has this bad cold. It's been like a week. Oh, there we go. She recovered. It's chilly out, though. And the base package didn't include any blankets. Let's gather plants. These look like raspberries and blackberries, so probably just blackberries and unripe blackberries. Black raspberries. Keep it. This is evening primrose, which is deadly. Chicory. Keep the chicory, and this, I don't think it's good for us, but we'll look it up. It linked us to a plant that didn't look anything like it. So we're trying to find it manually. It's not in the guidebook, so we're just gonna play it safe and throw it out. Ready to go. We really don't want to get behind schedule and end up going through the Rocky Mountains in the winter. Cholera? Let's check the guidebook. I can't check the guidebook. I do not know how to treat cholera. Soak in warm Epsom salt water. That's not cholera. That's like if you have bruising or muscle soreness. That's what Epsom salts are for. Increase rations? Increase fluid and salt intake? Guidebook. Show me health. Show me cholera. Cholera is a disease caused by a bacterial infection of the small intestine acquired from contaminated food or water. Its symptoms include severe diarrhea, vomiting, muscle cramps, and weakness. If left untreated, its victims can very quickly become dehydrated and die. The first day or two of the disease are the most dangerous. Patients must rest and replace the water and salt they've lost. Ha-ha! Recovery may take place within 2 to 7 days. Cholera was one of the most common causes of death along the Western trails. You know, I brought all that extra salt for preserving meat we hunted, but turns out shitting yourself to death is super common in the past, and a way to not make it to death is increasing water and salt intake. Hooray! we just sit back and wait till we get to Fort Kearney. Ah, bad cold. Going to town. Got any interesting characters? Ooh, are you going to say something different this time?
Howdy, Pilgrim. Hattie Caulfield's the name. I reckon you done took me for a man when you first laid eyes on me. Well, look again, I ain't no hairy-faced fella. Course, I ain't no gusset-up, bonnet-wearing, pie-making female neither. I just am what I am, and you can take it or leave it.
Hooray! More representation. Also, once again, we see the square video of them because, well, it was on a green screen, so clearly you have the person and their equipment here cut out so it can be put into the background. The green screened part is apparently layered above the user interface icon, so it cuts off the options skull. Thick dust. Slow down. How are we doing on our health? Well, whoever got cholera recovered from it, so that's good. But Jeff still has this bad cold. Cholera? I often feel like I should do multiple things for these sicknesses. Like, we should give them water and salt and rest. Alright. When you get a concussion, you rest, but that's my default thing. I don't think it's laudanum, but we're going to slow down. I'm going to look at what the guidebook in-game says about concussions, with the understanding that it might not be the most up-to-date medical information. A concussion is an injury to the brain caused by severe blow to the head. People with a concussion cannot function at all. People usually recover fairly quickly, but it's a good idea to rest for a day or two. Alright. We're going to rest for 2 days. While he recovers from a concussion.
I don't want to annoy you with my complaints, but this diet we must endure lacks so in variety and palatability. Oh, how I long for one more lingering picnic like those I enjoyed as a child.
As a child, you say? Well, you're going to have to rely on the kindness of strangers.
A soft patch of lush grass bathed in a pleasant sun, a basket of succulent and exotic fruits. If only I could close my eyes and make this meal so.
I don't know what you thought you was going to be doing, taking an 1,800-mile journey. It ain't no picnic. Well, we rested. But they still have the concussion and the cholera. Oh, concussion went away. Ready to go. Cholera's hanging around for a while. No grass for animals. Continue. The grass is not going to spontaneously grow if we wait for it. Or at least, I mean, it will, because that's what grass does, but not fast enough for it to be eaten. Okay. The illnesses are done. Check river conditions. Very dangerous, with depth 2 feet. Ford. Hunting. There we go. Windlass Hill. Check the hill's conditions. The path down the hill doesn't look very steep. Let's look at our guidebook. Windlass Hill. Oh, here it is. About 15 miles after the steep uphill climb of California Hill, westward immigrants had to tackle another treacherous hill, this time downhill. But Windlass Hill, with its sharp incline, was even steeper and much more dangerous than California Hill. Travelers used various methods to ease their wagons down the hill, usually locking their wheels and sometimes using various types of anchors to slow the wagon down. Sometimes ropes or chains were used to gradually lower the wagons. Still, accidents were common. It doesn't look very steep. Lock the wheels and continue. Ready to go. So we're on our way once again to Courthouse and Jailhouse Rock. And we're about to just see what happens when we run into random encounters. Yes, we will eat the catfish. Looks like there are no fish right here. Oh, mouse sensitivity goes crazy. A walleye. Now this one's just a tease. It's circling. Oh, there we go. A smallmouth bass. Oh. I thought I was opening a book, but the book appears to be behind the other thing, so we can't actually read it. You caught 22 pounds of fish. The others caught 20 pounds of fish. A total of 42 pounds has been added to your supplies. Let's check our food supplies, shall we? We have bacon. We have eggs. We have some flour. We have pemmican. We have sacks of rice. We have pounds of salted fish. Where's our salt? We have 143 pounds of salted meat. Did we use up all of our salt? Looks like yes, unless salt doesn't show up under food. Okay. We'll make do. Or maybe we'll buy some salt off of someone else further along, but we don't have much cash left on hand. Ready to go. Chimney Rock? Look around. Yep, that looks like a chimney rock. We're headed for the Robodo Pass. What's in the Robodo Pass? Well, last time, nothing. But maybe this time will be something. Alright, 600 miles. We are a third of the way there. Going to town. Town is just a trading post. We got random Scottish guy. Does he say anything different this time?
Well, how do you do, stranger? It's always a pleasure to meet a new customer. Rastus McTavish, that's me.
Okay. Spices? Okay, so I do have salt. Salt is listed under spices. Okay, so we've got plenty of salt still. We got some nice temperatures going on. Lows in the 60s, highs in the 70s. And on our way to Fort John. Let's see what characters we got in town. Oh, just the same dude. I'm once again wondering if this is supposed to be a historically accurate representation of Fort John. Like they looked at any old photos or things of that nature and were like, yep, this is what it looked like. So this is the guy who wants us to bring him a newspaper.
Greetings, friend. Brewster Lamar at your service. Say, you ain't got a recent newspaper on you, do you?
Alright, back we go. Alright, headed to Ayers Natural Bridge. Let's just check our food stores real quick. Do we need to go hunting or anything? Nah, we got lots of pounds of salted meat left. We are chilling. I need to update that camera. She's looking very blurry. Look around. Looks like a natural bridge. Alright, off to Independence Rock. Thick dust. Slow down. A very chill sort of game. In between all of the dying, of course. There's not a lot to do besides, we'll say, wait for random events. Or you can proactively go and gather things, of course. You can do lamb's quarters, you know, you want that. We can look these up. That's burdock. We like that. We're going to keep that. And that's buttercups. The leaves are poisonous of buttercups. So throw that out. And these are stinging nettles. The fresh leaves can give a person a painful rash. The cooked leaves make a good soup. I don't know if I bought gloves for people, so we're just gonna say don't do it. So yeah, so you can look at the various plants. You can camp and talk to people. We can, of course, hunt and fish. But we've got lots of meat. We've got lots of fish. So we're just chilling. Waiting for ourselves to get there and make our way. Oh, increase fluid and salt intake. And we will rest for 3 days because someone has cholera.
I heard a fella talking about the trail after church one Sunday. His brother's family was out west and had wrote about how wonderful the land was.
Oh, okay. Very short.
I mauled on it and mauled on it. Talked to Sally and mauled on it some more.
Okay, and what happened when you got done mulling?
I wanted to give my family a chance at something better than I had growing up. Our little girl seemed healthy, and when my two sisters agreed to care for Mother, well, we decided to go.
Okay.
Prairie diet is now bereft of fruits and vegetables.
Really? How did I run out? That's henbane. This is fireweed. That's serviceberry. And that is smooth sumac. Alright. Keep it. Keep it. I'm pretty sure these are poisonous. Oh, that's wild onion. Never mind. I am wrong. It's delicious. I don't think we've seen this one yet. That is monkshood. Leaves are poisonous. Throw it out. That looks like a raspberry. It is a raspberry. This looks like milkweed, which is poisonous. Sorry, prickly lettuce. And it's edible. Alright, I am wrong. I'm wrong about a lot of things. Sow thistle, yes. Keep it. I can't even see what's in this picture. But it's my huckleberry. Keep that too. Bad cold. Starve of fever, feed a cold. Keep it. Keep it. We'll look it up, but it's sow thistle, right? No, burdock. Good enough. This is poisonous. Throw it out. This is the other thing. Keep it. Done. Prickly lettuce, burdock. Understood. That's just blackberries. Keep it. I don't recognize these other ones. What are these? Foxgloves? Lupine. Poisonous. Yampa. Not poisonous. False hellebore. Throw it out. Throw it out. Alright. We have the plant identification minigame. We've got huckleberries. We've got black raspberries. We have... I don't remember it. Wavy leaf thistle. And I don't remember this one either. Common milkweed. We're just going to throw it out. Just in case. Alright, so this should be edible, because that's burdock. Don't recognize this one. That's violet. It's an orchid? The sago lily. Beware the poisonous death commas who both look very similar. Alright, we'll keep it. And that is a lamb's quarters. Alright. Keep it. Now we look here at our food. Oh, when we go and gather, we apparently gather a lot. Because we have apparently, in doing that mini game that many times in a row, we have now gathered 281 pounds of fresh fruit and 417 pounds of fresh vegetables. That's a lot of fruits and vegetables. There is no way that is keeping good by the time we eat all of it. Well, maybe we sell some at Independence Rock. There's no one to sell it to at Independence Rock. That's a nice rock. Okay, ready to go. Alright, on our way to 3 crossings. Let's say we take the other route this time. This time we want to go for the 3 crossings route, where we cross the river a bunch of times. Dysentery? Oh no, we're gonna die to dysentery on Oregon Trail. I knew this would happen. Increased fluid and salt intake. Dysentery is shitting yourself to death disease. It kills you by dehydration. And it's killed a lot of people.
You ladies who may be without a man should stay strong in the faith that this journey that calls you west is not just one of relocation, but one of destiny.
Is she gonna tell me I'm gonna find my man out west? There's so many strong men. The trail gets rid of all the weak men, and by the time you get to Oregon, it's only the strong man left. So you can get yourself a strong man. Once you get out west to Oregon, you will find yourself a strong man who has survived the Trail of Oregon.
It's one right man for every woman. and one right woman for every man.
Oh, that's nice. That's cute, dear. Just gotta keep the faith. There's a woman for every man and a man for every woman.
Diet is now bereft of fruits and vegetables.
Okay, did I somehow eat that many pounds of fruits and vegetables, or did I eat some of it and the rest went bad? Because it seems fast that I would have run out already. That is Nightshade, yeah. Yeah, throw it out. That is Poison Hemlock. Throw that out. This is Poison Ivy. Yeah. Go figure. The stuff that is more native to my area, I'm more likely to understand and recognize. It's like, hold up a sec. It's like, Poison Ivy, I know that one. We've seen this one a bunch. That's Henbane. I don't think we've seen this one. Butterfly Milkweed, which is poisonous. And Ground Plum Milk Vetch. Sounds like the name of some, like, German baron. Come to the castle of Ground Plum Milk Vetch. He will tell you a tale and give you a quest. Ground Plum Milk Vetch grows in short grass prairies. The fleshy reddish pods are edible and can be eaten when they are very young, but be careful, the plant has poisonous relatives. Okay, so we have some fresh fruits and vegetables. We'll take the 3 crossings route. First, Sweetwater River. Check river conditions. Depth 1.5 feet. Ford. Second, check conditions. Depth 2 feet. Ford. Check river conditions. 2 feet. Oh, how did we automatically skip past it? I didn't select an option, or did it, like, think I double-clicked? Ice Spring Slough? We looked it up before. Slough, for when it means swamp. Ready to go. This is burdock, I think? Chicory. I knew it was edible. This is the dandelion thing, which is sow thistle, which is edible. Keep it. That just looks bad. Oh, but it's elderberry. And that's lupine. Right, yes. Throw it out. Alright, so we're headed for South Pass. How are we doing on meat? We got lots of vegetables and stuff. And we still have 77 pounds of salted meat, so we don't need to go hunting again. Celebrate the 4th. For a day.
I was born in slavery. Escaped on my own. Just told myself that I couldn't take it no more.
We have unfortunately already heard that spiel last time. Alright, we will slow down for thick dust.
If only dreams could come true. Last night, I dreamt I ate a mess.
I think those are poison. Yeah, that is baneberry. This is buttercup, which is poisonous. This is black mustard, which is edible. And this is violet, which is edible. We'll do one more. Oh yeah, we're going to keep that. We're going to keep that. We're going to keep that. And we're going to look this up. That is loco weed. We're going to throw that out. All right. And it is once again time for a self-care break. We will grab ourselves a bit of fresh fruits and vegetables along with refilling our drink. Stand up, stretch, just not stare at the screen for a second. And in so doing, I hope you'll all join me in taking care of ourselves. And I'll see you in 3 minutes. Alrighty, we have returned. Let's see what this lady has to say to us, eh? I hope everyone had some good break time. And, you know, just took the opportunity to not stare at screens for a second. But it's time to get back to it.
I don't want to annoy you with my complaints, but this diet we must endure lacks so in variety and palatability. Oh.
Look. We got salt. I have medicines. Where are the spices? It's just food. We're almost out of bacon, but we still have salted meat. Spices. We've got salt, we got sugar, we've got a variety of spices. Don't know what to tell you, ma'am. If you don't like the flavors, well, we got a lot of different spices. We don't have a lot of variety, you know. Oh.
If only dreams could come true.
These are good berries, right? Yes, currants. Keep the currants. We're going to keep the huckleberries. Yes, huckleberry. Excellent. This is another kind of good berry, yes. Elderberry, yes. And this is the edible, not actually dandelions. So, the problem with our current food situation is that we appear to have run out of things like flour. So we're going to have to subsidize it. Alright, we keep this. We definitely don't keep that. I don't recognize this one. That's iris, which is poisonous. And this is sunflower? Yes, so we can grab sunflower seeds. Alright, sunflower seeds. Keep it. Double check. Yes, that is sumac. Keep it. That's currants. And this is... I don't know what that is. Wild onion. Wild onion it is. Keep it. Go hunting. There we go. We only need one. They are huge, huge animals. One of them will keep us fed for a long, long time, as long as we continue getting fruits and vegetables. The meat part of our diet is handled for basically the rest of the journey. Because, let's see. We got maybe 5 months left. So we got 5 months and 5 people. 5 months is about 150 days. 5 people makes that 750 people days. So that kill gives us, what was it, 350 pounds? So we should be good if we are eating roughly a half pound of meat every day. Which, if we were living a sedentary lifestyle, might be sufficient. But, you know, we are traveling overland on the Oregon Trail. So maybe it won't, in fact, be enough to get us all the way there. But it'll get us close. Alright, so this is the thing that gets mistaken for dandelion, which I believe is edible. Yes, yes, it's salsify. I don't know what that is. Oh, that is dandelion. This is mustard. And I know I've seen this before, but I keep forgetting it. Lamb's quarters. Keep it. Done. Continue as usual. No grass for animals. Continue as usual. We can't wait around. Like, the animals will starve before the grass grows. There's nothing I can do about that. We're gonna lose oxen. We'll take the we'll go to Fort Bridger. See if we can trade in some fresh fruits and vegetables for... let's see, keep that, keep that. I'm gonna look this up. I'm pretty sure we keep that, because that's, yeah, that's sow thistle. That is dogbane. Yeah, let's throw that out. Sprain. Apply alcohol to the sprain. That doesn't do anything. Why would you do that? I mean, okay. What happens when you apply alcohol topically? When you ingest alcohol, it overall increases blood flow. If you apply alcohol topically, does it get absorbed through the skin very much? It shouldn't, right? Like, no one's getting drunk sticking their hand in a glass of alcohol. Warm Epsom salt water is probably good. Immobilizing is probably good. And as always, I'm pretty sure it's always the last option, which is the awful decision, like the worst thing you could possibly do. Oh, you sprained it? Exercise on it. Harder. Walk it off, pussy. Like, no. We'll soak it in Epsom salts. It's good for bruises. I'm not sure it's good for sprains. We'll check what the guidebook says we should do for it. Sprain, sprain, sprain. It doesn't mention sprains. It mentions Epsom salts, a compound of magnesium and sulfur. Epsom salts widely used for various medical purposes, especially when dissolved in warm water. It was and continues to be used to soak sprained joints. We got it right. Our basic first aid and self-care knowledge has come in handy. Injured livestock, we want to slow down. Actually, you know what? We'll rest here for 4 days.
Everyone liked my jackrabbit stew. My mother taught me to make it when I was a young girl on the farm. Of course, our recipe called for a rabbit wearing much shorter ears. But the jack worked out just fine.
Good enough. But that's her only line, is about how she learned how to cook rabbit from her mother? Okay.
Vegetables and fruit are gone.
Look it up. Choke cherry. I was like, wait a second, I don't recognize this one. Keep it. This is huckleberry? No, it's serviceberry. Keep it. This is currants. This is fireweed. Keep it. Why did I not run into this lack of fruit and vegetable last time? Did I just get that much more? Like, pack that much more with me? Was I traveling with people who didn't like to eat it in the first place, so it doesn't matter? Death commas, just from the name. And this is false hellebore. Yeah, okay. Throw it out, throw it out. Alright, sunflowers. Keep it. I think this is just... Ah, yes, yes, throw it out. That's nightshade. This is also to be thrown out, yes? Oh, no, no, that's fireweed. We can eat fireweed. Yeah, keep it. And that's black mustard. Alright. That needs to be thrown out. This is... Yampa. Yes, yes, keep it. This is... violets, which I believe are poisonous. Oh no, they're violets, which are edible. And this is buttercups that are poisonous. What kind of berry is that? Blue bead Clintonia. I definitely didn't transpose the N and the T when I first read that. Blue bead Clintonia grows best in moist meadows. You can gather the edible berries during summer and fall. Keep it. This is a thistle which should be edible. This is to be thrown out, and I don't recognize this one. That is milkweed. So we'll keep it. That's raspberry. I forget which berry this is. That's huckleberry. That's chicory. And this is henbane. Yes, henbane must be thrown out. How are we doing on food? We have ridiculous amounts of salted meat. We have a lot of fresh fruit, a lot of fresh vegetables, a lot of salted meat. The problem is we are out of things like flour. which is probably why we're going through fruits and vegetables so fast. We are on a gluten-free diet. We are just on fruits, vegetables, and meat. Check river conditions. Depth 3.5 feet. Caulk and float. Almost to Fort Bridger. Let's get some more of these. Look it up. I think this one's edible, though. Prickly lettuce. Yes. Keep it. This is the not dandelion. Yes. It's a type of thistle that we can keep. This, I believe, is an edible one. Yes, that's the service berry. And this, I believe, is poisonous? Yes, yes, that's henbane again. I'm hoping to trade some of this for things like flour when we get there. That's burdock, so we keep all of these. So hopefully we trade some fresh fruits and vegetables for things like flour and yeast. Try to repair it. Go into town. Oh, what's this guy? Okay. I see the sombrero. What sort of ridiculous Mexican accent are we going to give this dude? Or did he come from even further south than Mexico?
Welcome, traveler. My name is Carlos Marquez. I have many things to sell or trade. Can I interest you in something today? Does a burro love his feed bag? Of course! Let us trade.
Okay, I will trade. Wait, how do I have $400 left? Where did I get $400? I only had like 30 when I left town. We'll trade fresh vegetables for I will give you £90 of fresh vegetables for all of your beans.
Does a burro love his feed bag? Of course! Let us trade.
I'll give you... Wait, did it not trade? Alright. There we go. 60 pounds of fresh vegetables for 3 sacks of cornmeal. Done.
Does a burro love his feed bag? Of course! Let us trade.
Do I need to, like, exit the screen for it to take effect? Like, why is the trade not going through? Like, I want all of your beans. For some of my vegetables.
Good day to you, friend. My name is Harmony Paxton. It's so nice to make your acquaintance.
Yes, it is also nice to make your acquaintance. Harmony, I am peace and chastity.
I want for nothing more than to be of service to those who come to this way station. Service to others is its own reward.
Of course. So you will not be taking payment for the things that I wish to acquire from you. Yes? Harmony? Can I get some hominy? Show me food. Cash on hand. So why with the trading did it say I had $400, but here it says I only have $261? Can I sell things? Like, I can buy some beans. Yeah, it says I didn't get beans from the guy that I traded with. Why is the trade not going through with the dude? I'm out of rice. Alright, so we're going to take flour. We're going to use all of our money to get 50 pounds of flour. Okay, 40 pounds of flour. And yeast. Maybe I need to click the "It's a deal" button.
Welcome, Does a burro love his feed bag? Of course! Let us trade.
Alright. Vegetables. Trade for beans.
Your offer pleases me. I accept.
Alright, 5-pound sacks of dried. Oh, there it is. Dried vegetables. Okay. I will trade in my fresh vegetables for your dried vegetables.
Your offer pleases me. I accept.
Okay, what else can we get that we need? Olive oil, onions, pemmican, pepper, pocket watches, rocking chair. A sombrero! Let's see. Tins of biscuits? Oh, he's really proud of those. Doesn't want to give those up. It's okay. That's a lot of coffee beans.
Your offer pleases me. I accept.
We'll get cornmeal. I feel like he's not taking all the vegetables. Like, we're going to trade 40 pounds of vegetables for 3 sacks of cornmeal. Which means I should only have 75 pounds left. Well, there it is. Okay, cool.
Pleases me. I accept.
Dried vegetables, garlic, ham. We'll trade this for soap.
Your offer pleases me.
I guess I just had more vegetables than I thought. You could use more blankets. It's going to be winter soonish.
Your offer pleases me. I accept.
Alright, back to the trail. Ready to go. This is Nightshade, right? Yeah, let's not. That's the knot dandelion. That's the wild onions. This is, I forget, lamb's quarters. Yes. Keep it. Done. Look it up. Lamb's quarters, right? No, henbane. I'm getting them mixed up. This is why we look things up. Serviceberry, yes. Keep it. Huckleberry? Huckleberry, yes, keep it. And loco weed. Throw it out. Alright, we now have a more balanced diet. We have all of our salted meat still, but now we have flour and yeast. We also have fresh fruit and vegetables. We have beans, cornmeal, we have coffee beans, and we have dried vegetables. Furniture. We have a grandfather clock and a hope chest. Why? Oh well. It'll be fine. A concussion. There's nothing to a concussion but resting, right? We'll give it 3 days rest.
I was born in slavery, escaped on my own. Just told myself that I couldn't take it no more. I ran and never looked back. Never gonna be a slave no more. No more.
Okay. Only one line, but a very effective, very important line. That's Nightshade. This is Dog's Bane. That's violets, which are edible. Yes. And this is Death Camas. Slow down. Everyone's in excellent health, even the one with the concussion. Speaking of concussions, what does it say the treatment is? Rest for a day or two. Yeah. We rested for 3 days, so we should be good to go. Sheath for a rifle or shotgun, a butter churn, and a coffee pot. Well, we did not bring dairy cattle, so the butter churn does us no good. But we might be able to trade it. Also, we're getting close to 1,100 miles, and it's 1,800 miles, so we're over halfway. Fallen rocks. Wait for conditions to improve. What, are we going to wait for erosion to get rid of them? Try to clear the path. I guess we succeeded? I wonder what the options are. Like, is it succeed or, like, another event happens that you get injured trying to do it? Because so far, I haven't ever made a choice and it just says, you failed. Try something else. Please insert CD3. Alright. Okay, game. That's how we do this? Like, you just get to random parts in the game and it tells you to switch discs? Okay, where are we? Disc 3. Okay, now we wait for it to detect. Ah, there we go. Rest here. Rest for a day, just so we can talk to someone and see if they have something special to say. Like if there are different scenes saved on Disc 3 than Disc 2.
My dear Ma and Pa, Jeff has had a change of heart about the Indians. He expected them to be savage, but the Indians we've met along the way have impressed him.
Good for Jim.
They helped us find water for the oxen today and pointed out some wild plants that are safe for eating. I picked some for dinner.
What I find kind of interesting about this is the direction on the actors. How they start in a very fixed pose. then they perk up and they talk to you. And then at the end of what they're saying, they return to that fixed pose, like as closely as possible to match the frame. Which is an interesting way of doing it. When the technology doesn't allow you to do things, well, you fix it in, well, not post, in pre. You shoot it in such a way that you don't need to do like match moves or anything. You just have them return to the starting position. Orion food. We have gone through all of the flour and the cornmeal. And we're going through the beans, and we're going through the dried vegetables because we are out of fresh vegetables. Keep it. These are just acorns. Those are edible. Oak. Oak trees grow alongside the river bottoms of the plains or dry hillsides in the west. Acorn nuts are edible. To reduce the acorn's bitter taste, you can grind them and then wash the ground acorns. And these are huckleberries, right? Service berries. They're both edible. We're keeping that. We're throwing that out. Those are buttercups. We're keeping that. That's currants. Keep that. Done. So I think I'm pretty sure that the reason we're going through our gathered plants so quickly is that we're out of flour. So the flour that people would normally be eating from like making bread, they're like, well, you don't have that, so it's just all plants. Sago lilies, the bulbs are edible. Keep it. Now we have several hundred pounds of fresh fruit and some pounds of fresh vegetables. Big Hill. Guidebook. Tell me about Big Hill. Some immigrants considered Big Hill one of the most difficult and dangerous points along the trail. Wagons had to negotiate a steep downhill grade that could be especially treacherous after rain. Many people and animals were injured or killed going down Big Hill. And we'll read ahead to Soda Springs, because that's what happens after Big Hill, assuming, of course, that we don't die on Big Hill, but this is not my hill to die on. Soda Springs is another one of the most famous landmarks on the Oregon Trail. Located around 37 miles northwest of Big Hill, Soda Springs got its name from the hot, steaming alkaline, sodium, springs found there, which greatly impressed many immigrants. Therefore, became a popular campsite. Immigrants had to be careful not to let their animals drink too much alkaline water, which could make them sick. Look around. Nothing. Lighten your wagon load. How can I see my wagon load? Why can't I lock the wheels and anchor? Did we survive? Okay, it's fine. Oh, it's rainy. It said it was especially treacherous after rain, so it's a good thing we got past it before the rain. Bad cold. Increase fluid intake. Replace it from supplies. Morale is still high. Thick dust. Slow down. How are we on food? We still have tons of fresh fruit and some vegetables. How are we on spices, anyway? Still got lots of salt and sugar. So we're almost to Soda Springs. I wonder if we'll have someone we can trade with here and try to get more flour. Look around. Nope, no one's here. Ready to go. Right, Fort Hall. Well, it's a fort. It should have a trading post. Or, we can't trade So it looks like the shops you can't trade with. You can only buy from. Oh, still has that bad cold. That's unfortunate. We are now at 1,200 miles, which brings us to 2/3 of the way there. And everyone is in excellent health. Surely nothing can go wrong now. Let's see what the guidebook says about Fort Hall. Fort Hall was established in 1834 as a fur trading post. In 1837, it was bought by the Hudson's Bay Company, a British concern that dominated the fur trade. Despite the fact that it was run by the British, it soon became a major stopping point and supply station for Americans immigrating to Oregon and California. The Hudson's Bay Company abandoned the fort in 1856, but it continued in operation run by assorted fur traders who supplemented their income selling supplies to emigrants. And then we'll read ahead to Cauldron Lynn. Early trappers and traders in the Oregon County had hoped to gain easy access to the far west by navigating down the Snake River. The stretch of river known as Cauldron Lynn helped dash those hopes. A narrow, rocky gorge followed by a sudden drop of 40 feet. Cauldron Lynn ensured that no one would find an easy water route. The stretch of trail that passes nearby is also extremely rough. Good to know. Wait for it to pass. We have tons of salted meat still, like 300 pounds? 240. I'm almost out of coffee, too. And I feel like coffee is really important to having high morale. Like, you're not gonna have good morale.
We got a new cow today and didn't pay a penny for her. We found her bellowing by the roadside, left for lame. The bottoms of her feet were so bloody and sore, she could barely take a step. Poor thing.
So how are you gonna take her with us? If she can't walk, we're going like 7 miles a day.
The infection with my pocket knife, washed her feet, and sealed the wounds with tar. Then I cut up some scraps of hide, punched holes in them, and laced them to her feet. She likes her new slippers, and she'll be right as rain after a day or two of healing. I call her Socks. I'd say the name suits her.
Cool. So is he correct? Like, did we pick up a cow? No? Alright. No water. Ooh, that's not good. That's how we died last time. Fort Hall, going to town. Can we turn?
Oh, hello! I was so busy knitting my mitten I didn't see you. My name's Amanda. What's yourn? Some folks really like our canned sardines. Say they taste like the ocean. Someday, I'm gonna eat me a fresh sardine.
Give it to her raw and wriggling.
Everything you see here is for sale. That is everything except this here. This here's my personal property. Pretty, ain't it? If you hold it to your ear, you hear a sound like the ocean. So I'm told. Of course, I never heard the real ocean.
That's unfortunate for you. I, of course, don't have enough money to buy anything. And I can't sell things to you as far as I know. Yeah, I was just trying to see, it's like, wait, can I put this negative to mean sell? Nope. I am broke. Oh, they both lead in here. Okay. Well, ready to go, I guess. Rainy. Good.
We're so cold that my wife and little one can't sleep.
Wait until conditions improve.
We got a new cow today and didn't pay a penny for her. We found her back.
So this is why I bought blankets.
I'm not at all accustomed to such cold.
Let's see if this is cool enough to eat yet. There's been little meat, so I decided it was time to come up with a good recipe for rattlesnake.
We have literally hundreds of pounds of buffalo. You did not need to get the rattlesnake.
Oh, it's good. Just wait till you taste it. Jeff! Supper's ready whenever you are.
Also, waiting for it to cool down, but, you know, we're dealing with extreme cold. So, yeah, low temperature 4.
We're so cold that my wife and little one can't sleep.
Look, it's not going to get warmer as we wait around in October. Like, there's going to be problems here. We need more blankets.
This bitter cold could kill you.
It's not going to get better. Like, it's late October.
Ain't never been in no cold like this.
What do you want to do? Like,
Cold could kill you.
what do you want from me?
What does you say, I wonder? I got me this book. Sometimes I just take it out and look at it.
Because you were born as a slave and never had the chance to learn how to read, yes?
One day, I'm gonna learn me to read and write, and then I'm gonna read all I can find about that place called Africa. Yep, I'm gonna learn me about that place.
Like, it's...
Ain't never been in no cold.
Like, it's really cold. I get it. But it's November. It's
Ain't never
not
been
going to warm up. Oh, I don't recognize this. That is a prickly pear. We keep that. We keep that. That's black mustard. What are you? Jimson weed. No. How are we on food? We have fruit and veggies. We have dried veggies. We've got beans. And we have meat.
Ain't never.
Oh, same thing?
What does you say, I wonder?
Yeah, same thing. The grip. Cauldron Lind. What the hell is the grip? Grip is the partial or complete death of a body part. No, sorry. That's gangrene. Yeah. Grip. During the mid-1800s, the disease that we call influenza or the flu was known as the grip. Easily spread through contact with infected persons, the symptoms are those of bad cold, plus fever, body aches, headaches, and fatigue. The grip usually occurred during the winter months. People usually recovered by resting, and lecithin was sometimes administered. The grip posed the deadliest danger to the elderly.
I am inspired by the children. Their little legs must take twice my steps, yet a smile still traces their lips.
Helen is gonna die. She has the grip and a bad cold.
My dear Ma and Pa, Jeff has had a change of heart about the Indians.
It's weird that they say that she's in excellent health when she has a cold and the flu. Like, both, separately.
Ain't never been in... We got a new cow today and didn't pay a penny for...
Alright, I know we keep those, I know we keep those. I know we'll look it up double, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Service Berry. I'm pretty sure we keep these two. Yeah, sumac. Alright.
He never...
I am inspired by the children.
I'm sure you are. I wonder what they say, like which videos play, is entirely dependent on like the number of miles you are in the trail. So the further along you are, they'll like do different things.
My dear Ma and Pa.
Kanaka Rapids.
I'm not at all.
It is late November. This is very bad for us. I think I just saw -3 on low temperature. So we're definitely not making it to Oregon before the winter is over. Which means that we somehow need to not die through the winter and have enough food.
I know we do not all come from the same spiritual tradition, but I do wish we could, if not completely cease to travel on the Sabbath, at least stop more frequently to participate in religious services.
Nope. Although I will say most religious traditions at the time
Cold could kill you.
would have had services on the Sabbath at the same time, so... Actually, I don't know that for sure. I don't know if there were a lot of, like, Jewish and Muslim people traveling along the Oregon Trail. Oh. We're a little low on meat, actually. Might be time to actually hunt. There we go.
I'm not at all.
We got a new cow today and didn't pay a penny.
There we go. We're up to 150 pounds of salted meat. Jesus. High temperature of 2.
So cold.
It's slow going in these winter months as we keep resting every time it gets super cold. Yep, we're here in December, but it's gonna be cold for at least the next, like, 2 months.
Ain't never been in no cold.
We'll slow down so we can, you know, keep moving, keep the body heat going.
I'm not at
3 islands. Alright, tell me about the 2 options I have in front of me for routing. 3 islands. Immigrants traveling along the Snake River encountered a unique crossing opportunity, 3 islands, where large islands could serve as stepping stones. Wagons would often ford from island to island until they got across. The river averaged 1,000 feet wide and 4 feet deep, so immigrants often raised their wagon beds with blocks to lessen the chance of getting their supplies wet. But there was also a trail split here, so many immigrants continued west, not crossing at this point. Bonneville Point was noted by westward immigrants for its scenic view of the Boise River Valley, which lay ahead. The site was named for Captain Benjamin Bonneville, who ascended the promontory in 1833 while on a fur trading expedition. The Oregon Trail passed directly over the ridge, a relatively gradual ascent that was not very difficult. And Fort Boise was a fur trading post established 46 miles west of modern Boise by the Hudson's Bay Company in 1834. It served as a major stopping and supply point along the Oregon Trail until 1854, when it was abandoned in the wake of increased Indian hostilities in the region. We'll take the road to Fort Boise. Continuing single-digit temperatures.
I'm not at all accustomed to such cold. I'm not at
Look, I know it's cold, but we gotta keep moving. Frostbite. Gradually warm affected area.
We're so cold.
Let's check frostbite. Did we get it right? Frostbite is damage to body tissue caused by prolonged exposure to cold. Its seriousness can vary greatly depending on the amount and severity of the exposure. Mild cases involve slight tingling and numbness, but severe cases may involve blistering, swelling, and extreme pain, possibly even leading to gangrene. Frostbite isn't likely to occur in persons who have plenty of warm clothing, especially good boots. Proper treatment involves the gradual warming of the frostbitten areas. Right. I don't think that I got proper, boots for everyone. Oh, that's the same animation. Oh, no, everyone has boots, everyone has socks, but we don't have gloves. Fluid intake.
I'm not at all accustomed.
Things were going well until winter hit, which I suppose
Ain't never been in no cold like this.
Is part of the lesson. Stop and rest.
I know we do not all come from the same spiritual tradition.
Alright. We're gonna look stuff up just in case. Alright, that is Serviceberry and that is Sago Lily. We keep these. Pretty sure this is poisonous? Oh no, that's Yucca. That's the first time we've seen it. Keep it. And that is Henbane, yes.
Cold could...
We got a new cow today and didn't pay a penny.
I understand that we got a new cow today.
I'm not at all.
Grabbing your book again? Yeah, okay. How are we on rations?
We're so...
Bonneville Point. Rest here. 11 days.
I am inspired by the children.
Oh, I didn't mean to double click that, but that's fine. This is wild... It's not wild onion, it's the other one. It's chicory, there we go, yes, keep it. This, I believe, is also edible because it's the thistle. Yeah, sow thistle. Service berry. Okay. And what is this? Jimson weed. No. Alright, it's January 19. How are we on? How are we on food? Did we get a new cow today?
We got a new cow today. And
We certainly did.
It doesn't get better. We could be in a heap of trouble.
We were almost there! This is something they didn't have to deal with. All those people traveling west on the Oregon Trail who suddenly didn't make it because the program performed an illegal operation and will be shut down. All right. Did it? I'm betting there's no autosave. Why would there be autosave? I didn't even see if there was manual save, actually. Oh, it's probably going to want me to insert CD1. Illegal operation, like cattle rustling, yes. Alright, does it yell at me to change CDs? Also, welcome in, Lannister. I know you're around relatively often, but I haven't seen you in chat as much, except for DDO streams.
Howdy. That's how they say hello in these parts. I'm trying to get used to it. In St. Louis, we usually just say hello. I'm Dr. Duncan Gapps, a genuine MD. I hope that you remember to stock up on your supplies. This is an excellent place to do so. A most distinguished gentleman operates the general store here. Caring for so many people at one time can leave me rather confused. Like telling one illness from another. They don't teach you everything in medical school, you know. Sure, I'll try my luck. Let's trade.
This is definitely not my saved game. I did not have ham with me. Yeah, no, this is not my party. All right, so we lost that that journey completely. We made it so far out, and yet no luck. Throw game away. Not save game or like don't save game. Save game or throw game away. Alright, so let's try this again. Oh, what time is it? Just kidding. We can't play Exile 2. Exile 2 would be last week. That was in 96. We're in 1997 now. Programs. Learning Company. Oregon Trail. Oregon Trail 3. And now we wait. Beginner. Alright, you want me to insert CD1, right? Thank you. CD1. Alright, now we wait for it to figure out that we have inserted CD1.
It's a fine day to leave for Oregon. I'd like to travel in your party. My folks had no room for me in their wagon, but I hope to catch up with them along the trail, somewheres.
And who are you?
I'm 18 years of age and strong. I'm a fair hand with all manner of tools. Haven't been a carpenter's apprentice for the 12 months past. I helped my pa with the animals on the farm.
I feel like I don't believe him.
You'll not be sorry for choosing me. I'll work hard, and if we become friends, I may even play you a song on my flute.
Alright, buddy. Calm down. Alright, so I guess that was Theophilus Farnham. We can grab the goldsmiths again. We could grab Lucy. And Casey. And Athena. And we will say that we are teacher. Oh, we have more cash on hand this time. The last two times we just didn't. Alright, so we go for the normal package just to get us started off. Then we look at animals. We're not bringing cows, pigs, or chickens. Sorry. I remember that there was an exploit we found. Like, I thought this was the version that I played growing up, but now I don't think it is. Because I remember there being multiple places you could shop from, not just the general store, and you could do an arbitrage thing where, like, you could buy chickens for $2 on one place and sell them for $2 in a different place. And you could just go back and forth, and eventually you just have all the money to buy everything you could ever want. It also let you like choose the size of your wagon, and I haven't seen the option to do that here. So maybe I'm thinking of a different Oregon Trail. I thought it was this one, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that was Oregon Trail 2, not 3. Or 4, not 3. Clothing. We have 4 pairs of boots. We need at least 5 pairs of boots. Because we have 5 people. We need boots for everyone, plus a spare. We need cold weather gear. Because it will be winter before we get through. Oh, winter coats are super expensive. Alright, winter gear. Firearms. How are we doing? Alright. Buy another box of bullets. Food. We'll hunt and gather for most of our food. So we don't need a lot of this. But we do want coffee. We do want dried beans. Actually, if we buy too much of the dried stuff here, as opposed to at resupply points, then we might just have a wagon that's too heavy. Like, we're gonna run out of flour, but that's probably fine. Yeah, we have a lot of pemmican, which is, it's kind of like hardtack, I guess. I think it's just like flour and fat mixed together, basically. It's apparently very unpalatable, but it will keep you going. Furniture. Medicines. Yeah. We're gonna get some basic medicines. Why would we go out without medicines? Epsom salts, hydrogen peroxide. No. Iodine, Epcac. Laudanum, lecithin, linseed oil. Bottle of magnesia. Why is olive oil medicine? I don't know. Quinine, which is for malaria. We'll take rubbing alcohol, sarsaparilla, sassafras, spearmint, sulfur, turpentine. That's a medicine, probably. And witch hazel. Miscellaneous. Banjos, candles, blankets. Why are blankets miscellaneous? Are they considered like a trading good, not something to keep you warm? We'll get a blanket for each person, though. And a deck of playing cards, 2 decks of playing cards. I'm feeling generous. He said he had a flute, but he apparently doesn't. So we'll get him one. Has a harmonica. We apparently have no lantern oil, so we'll get lantern oil. We'll get a rifle sheath. Tents? Why would I need a tent? Miscellaneous. Spices. We're just going to get a lot of spices. Not a lot of any particular one, but a variety of spices. Because apparently, no one uses them. And I say that because last time I bought some spices in the beginning, and it seems that I had still had them by the time we got to the end. Alright. We have canteens, coffee mills, coffee pots. We'll get a compass. We have fishing hooks. We have fishing poles. Grab a hammer. Grab a hatchet. Grab a hunting knife. Grab a ladle. And a lantern. And pail. Sets of eating utensils. And we'll get more water kegs. Do we have canteens? More canteens. Wagon parts. We'll get a spare wagon cover. Alright. And we still have about 40 bucks for trading at trading posts. Alright. Ready to go. And it wants me to put in disk 2. Right? That's what it wants? Yeah, there it is. I gotta say, these early Windows games are a bit more of a pain than the older DOS games, or more of a pain than the new games that will just kind of run natively on modern systems. Sprain. Soaking Epsom salt water. Gun. I shot no game. I know. I have no game. I understand. We'll keep that. That's wild onion. That's thistle. What is this? Snow on the mountain. Leaves are poisonous. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, look, it's a wolf. Probably a coyote? Check river conditions. Should be pretty easy. Depth 4 feet. Caulk and float. Alright. There's a skunk out there. Oh. Excellent. That's all we needed. 83 pounds a game. We can check that it got salted. Yeah. Excellent. Ready to go. We'll fish, though. Going fishing. Okay, then. Well, I guess we're just going to end stream a little early, then. That is... How much longer we got? Okay, yeah. A little bit of a shorter stream, like a little over 3 hours instead of our usual 4, but if it's going to give us just crash the desktops twice in a row, then it's going to be what it's going to be. So let's do a quick recap on what our plans are for the week. So let's bring this up, bring that up, bring this up, and actually share that. That goes away. That also goes away. And that comes back. Okay, so this week we are in 1997. So we just played Oregon Trail 3, or at least we tried to, and then it crashed on us. We can hit up Exile 3. That could be fun. We will do Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, which is kind of like a puzzle platformer sort of thing. And there's Fallout, and then we may dip into Age of Empires and or Total Annihilation, which are more of the real-time strategy sort of genre. So that is the plan for this week. It's perhaps not quite as stacked as last week with Diablo and Resident Evil. Of course, we will also be doing our standard thing where every week we do 1 day at least of Dungeons & Dragons Online. We are still on our Arcane Trickster life. We have not hit level 12 yet. I think we are 10, maybe 9. But yeah, it was an interesting time getting to Oregon Trail 3. A little annoying that we got all the way to the Rocky Mountains and then the program crashed on us as we were trying to make our way through the winter. But it is what it is. Sometimes that's just what happens when you're playing some older games on, janky setups. So, thank you everyone for being here, for hanging out. If you have enjoyed your time here, you can click on the buttons. You know what they do. They follow, they subscribe, they do all that sort of stuff. If you really enjoyed your time here, you can of course join the Discord, and you can browse this list at your leisure to see all of the stuff we have coming up here in this stream suggestions section. And, yeah. But whether you do those things or not, I appreciate you being here, because there are many, many things you could be doing on the internet, and you have chosen to spend your time here with me. And by spend your time here with me, I mean have me on the other monitor so I am background noise while you are doing something else. Which is, of course, how I watch most of my streams. So, thank you very much for everyone for being here, stopping by, hanging out, chatting, lurking, all of the above. Thank you very much. I'll see you sometime later this week, and goodbye.